Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. For those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always, double salute. Now, today's video, we're going to be talking about the BHG business loan. And I know there's a lot of videos out there. However, I made a video talking about the BHG personal loans, and I also was showing you some alternatives. Because of their metrics, BHG have such high metrics. In order to qualify, you need some other alternatives, okay? And so with the BHG business loans, the metrics are high. We're going to go over the data points, but I'm also going to give you some other options that the metrics or the data points are not as stringent, and so you'll be able to get qualified for funding with one of those lenders if you don't qualify for BHG, okay? Now, before we move forward in the video, just a public service announcement. For those of you that may be struggling financially, or you may have a family member, a loved one that needs some type of assistance, whether it's food, whether it's help to keep the lights on, whether it's help to, whether it's help to, with child care or anything like that, then these are the resources I would encourage you to check out, okay? That being said, one of the bigger things that I keep telling people, the foundation, the financial foundation of any company in order for it to be successful with raising funding is where you start, okay? And one of the places, I don't care if you have an LLC, a S corporation, a DBA, a triple LP, C corporation, it doesn't matter. But the right financial institution does matter, okay? And these are the top lenders that you definitely may want to have in your arsenal when it comes to funding, okay? I always encourage people to have multiple banks that you're working with in order to get business funding and building a relationship with. But these are like your top ones that you definitely should, okay? That being said, let's look at some of the data points with the BHG business loans, okay? Now, the qualifications on average income is $150,000. Average credit score is a 740. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be making $150,000. That's just their average, okay? So people that are making less than $150,000, they're still working with them, okay? People that have less than a 740 credit score, as you can see, they're still working with them, just as long as you don't have any recent bankruptcy, okay? So that's one of the big things about it. Now, another thing that you also must understand in terms of soft credit check, meaning they're not going to put a hard inquiry, they're going to pull TransUnion, but there's third-party databases they may look at as well. And I'm going to tell you how this company may play you. They may approve you, right? You send in your taxes, you send in your bank statement, they may approve you, right? Because you sent them over some documents. But then they may come back and say, oh, you got any invoices, right? So you have to be very careful with lenders like this, because where you're thinking that everything is good, it's going great, you done got the money and stuff like that. Some people have complained it's very hard to see what their balance is and things of that nature. So I'm just giving you some pointers in terms of when you're dealing with companies like this, all right? Now, the interest rates may not be as favorable, okay? So their loans, the good thing about it with the business credit loans, it does not report to the business credit bureaus if that's something that matters to you. But if it's something that really matters to you, you may probably, with a credit score like a 740, you may want to look at other institutions that actually work with you, okay? The good thing, like I said, does not report. Their loan limits go from $20,000 up to $250,000. They go anywhere from 2 to, I think I see somewhere with probably even further than 7 years. But again, those bank statements, 1 year taxes is very important in terms of this. The reason that I'm saying this to you is because what happens is when you apply for a personal loan with BHG, Okay, and if you have a registered business, then they'll offer you the business loan. Okay, so they'll let you double dip in order to get more funding. So they'll qualify you for the personal loan as well as a business loan. Okay, so now the personal loan, as in the other video, the personal loan does report to all three credit bureaus. Okay, but not the business loans. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, another thing, being able to speak to a BHG representative to see if you've been pre-qualified. I would do that. I would want to do that anyway, so that way I can have a clear understanding of what's going on. Now, also, you have to pay closing costs, which is added to the loan, which is between 1 to 3%. Now, understanding those data points, if you feel like you're an individual that may not qualify for the BHG business loans, here are some other lenders that you may want to consider. You have McKenzie Capital. You have to be in business at least 3 months, revenue at least $5,000. Okay, have a working business bank account, and no personal guarantee is necessary. That's McKenzie Capital. You have Rapid Finance. Their loans go from $5,000 up to $5,500 credit score. 3 months in business. A business should have at least $5,000 in revenue a month. Okay. Now, let's talk about building business credit in those banks I was showing you with American Express, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. Now, if you are an individual that's just trying to build business credit so you can get funding through the traditional lenders, one of the things that you may want to consider is the Capital One Spark Classic business card. Okay, because all you need is a 580 credit score to get this card. Now, one of the things, again, that I must reiterate in reference to this card, if you get a low limit, please use the card, because the main thing is going to report and going to help you build up your business credit file. Another thing, when you open up one of those business bank accounts that I was just sharing with you, you want to make sure that you're making deposits weekly. Okay, that's very important because that business activity. As you can notice, I'm not talking about Dun & Bradstreet. I'm not talking about a Paydex score, okay? I encourage you, if you're trying to build your business credit so you can get access to more funding and stuff like that, another card that's easy to get in terms of helping you report and build up your business credit is the Wells Fargo Secured Business Credit Card, okay? Now, understanding, yes, you have to put money up front on it, but again, because it actually reports to the Small Business Financial Exchange, I would actually use this card, okay? I would actually use this card to help build up my business credit as well. Another way to build up your business credit, if you are familiar or not familiar with Divvy Business Credit Line, okay? And so here's the interesting thing about it. If you don't qualify for that line of credit, then one of the things that you definitely would, if you don't qualify for that line of credit, one of the things that they definitely will offer you is their Business Credit Builder program. And again, I encourage people is to join it. Use their line of credit. Yes, you have to secure it. No hard inquiry on your credit score to get the line credit build to get into the credit builder program. But as you use it, it helps build up the business credit. The reason that's so important, so as you approach financial institutions, as your credit score gets better and everything, you're able to already have an established file so that you're able to get funding. All right. Now, if you have any questions about business credit, personal credit, business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description to schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.